Good evening and welcome. Please stand or remain standing if you're able to do so for the presentation of colors in the Star-Spangled Banner played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Anna Gallagher, a vocal performance student in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. On behalf of the university, I wish to thank the SIUE Army ROTC for the presentation of colors and Anna Gallagher and the Meridian Brass Quintet for their fine musical presentations. My name is Denise Cobb, and I am the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and I am delighted to celebrate this fall 2024 commencement with you. This evening, we will confer degrees on candidates from the graduate school. We are delighted to see so many family members and friends here to commemorate the outstanding accomplishments of our students. For those who are unable to join us in person, we are also live streaming all ceremonies. Please be aware that commencement is an important and official university event. We welcome your celebrations of our graduates. We also want to be clear that disruptive protests are not acceptable at this event and will lead to participants' removal. I am now pleased to acknowledge members of the Platform Party, Chancellor's Council, and constituency representatives. These individuals are with us today to extend their congratulations to our graduates. Would all Platform Party, Council members, and constituency representatives please stand if you are able to do so and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. I also wish to recognize our incredible faculty seated in front of me and the outstanding staff members located around the facility. It is through their dedicated work in designing and executing the curricula of the university, as well as providing critical student support services, that our students have been able to achieve their educational goals, culminating in this ceremony today. Would all faculty and staff in attendance today please stand if you're able to do so and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Gish Gupchup, Vice President for Academic Innovation, Planning, and Partnerships for the SIU System and Professor of Pharmacy at SIUE. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Gupchup.
Thank you, Provost Cobb, and good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Southern Illinois University System, it is my privilege to congratulate the SIUE 2024 December graduates. Over the last 150 years, around 500,000 people have graduated from one of the institutions in our system. These graduates have had a significant impact locally, nationally, and beyond. In fact, a recent study indicated that in 2023, the SIU system had an economic impact of $4 billion and generated more than 45,000 jobs. And SIUE's contribution was $1.3 billion and nearly 7,000 jobs. Now that is impressive. So today, you become part of our long tradition of producing outstanding graduates. Graduating from a university is a major accomplishment, and everyone who earns a degree faces challenges along the way. And the past few years have been particularly challenging for everyone. You should be proud that you persevered and got to this point. Now, as we look to the future, both at SIUE and for each of you, we are excited about what will come next. We wish you the best of luck in the next chapter of your journey, and know you will continue to accomplish great things. And we hope that you continue to stay connected with SIUE and the SIU system. So again, congratulations and best of luck in the future, and go Cougars! It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. James T. Minor. Chancellor Minor began his appointment as the SIUE's 10th Chancellor in March 2022. A recognized thought leader in the field of higher education, Dr. Minor has a noted resume of teaching and scholarship in educational policy, administration in higher education, academic governance, and more. Chancellor Minor's bold leadership is propelling the university forward as he develops a collective focus on student success, supporting and enhancing faculty excellence, and engaging donors and community partners to advance regional impact. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Minor.
Thank you, Dr. Gupchup. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to welcome you here to SIUE and to the Edwardsville campus. As we gather here today, it is with a profound sense of pride that I address you, the class of 2024, on this momentous occasion that is your commencement. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and certainly perseverance. This is the moment that we celebrate your achievements, reflect on your journey, and look forward to the possibilities that lie ahead. As you prepare to transition from this stage of your life and step into another, I want to share just one thought about something that is sure to be your companion along the way. Its name is uncertainty. When we consider the span of human history, without question, uncertainty has always been and always will be a constant. So if we accept that uncertainty is a part of the human experience, it is no wonder that scholars and researchers have been especially interested in understanding the human responses to uncertainty when it arises. In a book released in 2022 titled The Upside of Uncertainty, a guide to finding possibility in the unknown, authors Nathan and Susanna Furr encourage readers to resist the instinct, the tendency to avoid uncertainty. Instead, they invite us to consider the symbiotic relationship between uncertainty and possibility. By focusing only on the downside of uncertainty, the authors argue, it is easy to forget that change, creativity, transformation, and innovation rarely emerge without some measure of uncertainty. I would suspect that if we look around at the lives of the individuals that many of us have come to celebrate and admire, we will find that their journeys are replete with moments of uncertainty. So the lesson that humanity teaches us is that just as sure as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, moments of uncertainty will arise. The only question then is, how will you respond? And just as sure as I'm asking the question, I think it's only fair that those of us who are here today share with you that moments of uncertainty do not come with an announcement in the mail. You cannot schedule them according to your calendar. And you do not get to decide its nature, size, or scope. You only get to decide how you will respond. When moments of uncertainty arise in your life, I hope that each of you will remember the upside of uncertainty and lean into the opportunity to present yourself as a moment of growth, an opportunity for innovation, and cultivation of a more meaningful, inspired, and authentic life. For graduates, I believe that you all are up for the challenge. In fact, I'd argue that the measure of your fortitude, a measure of your fortitude has already been tested if you are sitting here today in a cap and gown, maybe a hood. Despite all of the challenges, the uncertainties, or any doubts that you may have felt in pursuit of your degree, you, class of 2024, are before us today. Not just as graduates, but a real testament to resilience, persistence, and the ability to face uncertainties and thrive. Most people know that commencement is my favorite holiday. I'm a firm believer in the transformative power of higher education. Earning a degree has the power to not only change the lives of individuals and families, but it can also be a catalyst for social mobility and social change. So when I look at you, class of 2024, I see the embodiment of what can happen when individuals are given an opportunity to earn an advanced degree. Just 13% of individuals in this nation over 25 possess a master's degree. And only 2% of individuals over the age of 25 hold a doctoral degree. As you embark on your respective journeys, I ask that you remember the privilege and the responsibility that come with being an educated citizen. And I encourage you to use your knowledge, talent, your skills, and experience not only to make a lasting impact professionally, but to also make outsized contributions to your community and to society. Finally, graduates, I want to personally recognize and acknowledge the tremendous individual effort required for this very moment. But let us not forget that you did not arrive to this commencement ceremony this evening alone or on your own. All of us require encouragement along the way, occasional guidance, someone to provide laughter, and most importantly, someone who simply believes in us. I hope that you will take a moment today in your own way to express your heartfelt gratitude to those who have supported you along the way, those who have pushed you forward, those who have invested in your potential. As you now stand on the precipice of tomorrow and making all kinds of decisions about where to live, what job opportunity to pursue or to accept, some who are earning master's degrees today are considering whether or not to pursue a PhD, if this is the right time to start a family. No matter the unknowns you face, I encourage you to go forth with confidence and clarity of purpose, remembering that awaiting on the other side of any uncertainty are possibilities that may not be visible right away. Class of 2024, the world awaits your unstoppable brilliance and your unwavering determination to make a difference. May your future be bright. May your dreams be boundless. With sincere gratitude and respect, congratulations.
For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is chosen to speak on behalf of the graduating class. To be selected for this honor, students must not only demonstrate academic success, but they must also exemplify the values of our institution. The graduate chosen for this ceremony is Amber Withicum, who is receiving a master's in public administration. A native of Northern California, Amber began her career as a production artist and graphic designer in San Francisco. Her diverse career spans senior management, operations, communications, and resource development roles in government, higher education, and cultural institutions. Since January 2024, Amber has served as the city manager of Maplewood, Missouri, bringing extensive leadership experience in the public sector and nonprofit organizations across 5 states. Prior to her current role, Amber held key positions at Washington University, the St. Louis Art Museum, the University of Missouri St. Louis, and the Association of Writers and Writers Programs. She holds a BA in English from UC Berkeley and an MFA from the University of Iowa. Amber, it is my pleasure to welcome you as the student speaker representing your graduating class.
Thank you so much, Provost Cobb. Hey everyone, we made it. I am honored to be here with you tonight celebrating with my fellow members of the graduate school class of 2024. We have spent countless hours working toward our respective degrees, and this is an evening to recognize what we've achieved. Let me share what earning a master's degree in public administration means to me. For me, it's a do-over. More than 2 decades ago, at the age of 28, I earned my first master's degree, an MFA in creative writing. I'm sorry to admit that I didn't attend my commencement ceremony in 2003. While I am a competent writer, earning that degree showed me that the profession definitely was not my calling. But over many years, I managed to transform my education into a career as a fundraiser and nonprofit administrator. Although I found satisfaction in these roles, I never felt a deep sense of purpose. My colleagues and I were often placing Band-Aids on issues that had originated far upstream from us, trying to fix the results of policy decisions far beyond our control. This realization led me to consider how to move my career closer to the source, to develop and administer the governmental policies that have the power to shape entire communities, including my own. I faced a daunting question. What would it take to engineer a career change in middle age while parenting 2 children and working full-time? After spending 20 years building skills and networks in one profession, would a complete transition be possible, especially in public sector environments that typically honor consistency and frown on risk? I stand before you tonight because the answer is yes. But my success required focused determination and recognition of some key truths. First, you need to give yourself permission to pursue what truly matters to you. Then, you need to summon the courage to actually do the work. With this in mind, I began to plot my own transformation. In 2020, I joined my city's zoning commission. In 2021, I won election to my local school board. That August, I started my MPA at SIUE. Each success demonstrated to me that what seems impossible only often remains so until we stop convincing ourselves that it can't be done. I chose SIUE for many reasons: the strong curriculum focused on practical application in the field, the outstanding faculty who come from a range of professional backgrounds, and my classmates in the program who possess an amazing range of public sector and nonprofit experiences, each of them illuminating our discussions with their unique and vital perspectives. The format of the program enabled us to come together virtually from places across Illinois and eastern Missouri, enlivening our discussions with professional experiences too numerous to count. It also allowed us to cry on each other's virtual shoulders during 15 weeks of quantitative analysis. I know each of you here tonight have enjoyed similar experiences of being challenged and inspired by your classmates. Like me, you may have taken a giant leap to be here, testing yourself in ways you've never done before. If that sounds like you, remind yourself how you got here. Courage is not something cultivated outside of you. It's already in you, waiting for you to allow it to grow. I have learned a great deal about courage from my two amazing daughters, who are both fearlessly unapologetic about who they are. I have also enjoyed the support of many mentors and community members who recognize my potential. And my journey has been shaped by the privilege of having a partner who not only supports my goals, but nurtures and feeds them. I am extraordinarily lucky to have them all in my life. If you had similar support, please take a moment now to acknowledge those here tonight who lifted you up and pushed you forward. Your family, your teachers, your mentors, your peers, your community is here for you, reminding you that it can be done. And you are here because it will be done. Let me wrap up my own story by sharing some news. Earlier this year, as Provost Cobb mentioned, I achieved a milestone that had once seemed unthinkable. I landed my dream job, becoming a city manager in St. Louis County. Although I hadn't completed my MPA yet, I was ready. This program prepared me. My 2 decades in management prepared me. But perhaps more than anything, devoting my service to community prepared me. I may be one of very few city managers with an MFA in creative writing, but my unconventional path is an asset to the profession. Problem solving requires creativity. Decision-making demands a growth mindset. Capable leadership comes from being vulnerable, taking risks, and moving against the current. As you consider what your own future will look like, don't limit yourself to your first draft. You don't need to be a writer to revise your own story. What you do need is the patience to learn, the courage to grow, and above all, the imagination to see yourself as you truly are. Congratulations, class of 2024. Let's get to work.
Thank you, Amber, for your message, and congratulations on your many achievements. The candidates for graduation will be presented by their dean to Chancellor Minor for conferral of their degrees. Those of us who have earned graduate degrees wear regalia that symbolize our academic achievements. The color of the hood is displayed in accordance with the practice of the school granting the degree. These colors are listed in your program. The robe, hood, and mortarboard or tam are signs of the hard work and dedication required to reach this point. During this portion of the ceremony, I ask that the audience be respectful to all guests and make sure that each graduate's name can be heard clearly so that they too can be honored as we celebrate this occasion. Thank you. Dr. Elizabeth Calley, Interim Associate Dean of the Graduate School, will now present candidates for conferral of doctoral degrees.
Will the candidates for doctoral degrees please rise if you are able to do so? Chancellor Minor, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate School, it is my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the Graduate School, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Associate Dean of the Graduate School, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I now confer upon you the doctoral degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving doctoral degrees please now come forward?
Gupchup Adnan, Doctor of Philosophy, Engineering Science.
Will the candidates for graduate degrees please rise if they are able to do so? Chancellor Minor, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate School, it is my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the Graduate School, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Callie. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Associate Dean of the Graduate School, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I now confer upon each of you the master's degrees earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations, graduates.
Will all graduates receiving master's degrees please now come forward as your row is released?
Catherine Ely, Master of Arts, Sociology. Christina Nicole Bennett, Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Christopher Lamar Cooper, Sr., Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Jayana Craig, Master of Public Administration, and Post-Baccalaureate Professional Leadership Strategies. Isla Mandel, Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Natalia Rodriguez, Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Jasmine Shabazz, Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Alicia Taylor, Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Latanya Renee Waller, Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Warren Thomas Woolsey, Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Amber Withicum, Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Taylor Dawn Gray, Master of Science, Biological Sciences. Jill Lambregetz, Master of Science, Biological Sciences. Kayla Sparks, Master of Science, Biological Sciences. Cheyenne Copeling, Master of Science, Chemistry. Joseph G. Holtz, Master of Science, Criminal Justice Policy. Antonio Perez, Master of Science, Criminal Justice Policy. Chelsea Henry, Master of Science, Geography. Magdalene Imanvan, Master of Science, Media Studies. Melissa Danae Herzberg, Master of Science, Media Studies and Post-Baccalaureate Digital Media Literacy. Mohit Ajmeri, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Caitlin Anderson, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Zachary Anderson, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Charmaine Christie Barnaby, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Jacob Bull, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Lauren Bolt, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Chad Brigham, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Amanda Bullard, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Kiana Alexis Kaler, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Jessica Marie Campisi, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Erica Lynn Cox, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Alexis Cummings, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Pavel Desheen, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Jonathan Thomas Davis, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Michael Deck, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Nicholas Pruitt, Master of Public Administration, Public Administration. Ahikwamin Anaiholo, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Caitlin Fox, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Toy Mylan Fuller, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Lee Elgin T. Gatpandan, Master of Business Administration. Aaron Geen, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Anastasia Gray, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Amber Heron, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Taryn Ice Ivory, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Marina Ariana Jimenez, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Jasmine Geralds, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Alyssa Nicole Lee, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Gino Liberati, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Patricia Long, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Juri Ashanti Lovelace, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Jake Alexander Millenbrook, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Charles Obina Hanwosu, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Elizabeth Orgeson, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Joe Palucci, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Kimberly Seats, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Kylie Shookneal, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Claire Marie Seamer, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Jacob Stevens, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Christopher C. Strengeman, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Imtiaz Saeed Ghulam Daskagar, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Amy Michelle Talley, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Madison T. Thomas, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Samuel L. Thomas, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Rochelle Watts, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Alana Welch, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Kyle Wazalowski, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Benjamin Womack, Master of Business Administration, Business Administration. Peyton Elizabeth Aldrich, Master of Marketing Research, Marketing Research. Ahmed Elberry, Master of Marketing Research, Marketing Research. Brendan Pagan, Master of Marketing Research, Marketing Research. Jacob Wolf, Master of Marketing Research, Marketing Research. Pravina Devi, Master of Science Management Information Systems. Sarah Ochiri, Master of Science Management Information Systems. Rama Sula, Master of Science Management Information Systems. Lorelei Michaela Borgman, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Patrick Lee Bowman, Jr., Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Caleb Paul Fuller, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Josh Hardick, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Robert Hayes, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Samuel Lutostansky, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Briley Scott Miller, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Rowan Parrott, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Lucas Grady Salzman, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Noah Stuckey, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Cameron Dwayne Thomas, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Hope Elizabeth Wilsheets, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Sarah Witherby, Master of Science in Accountancy, Accountancy. Leanne Fuller, Master of Science in Kinesiology. Ramonda Granezia Bond, Education Specialist Degree, Educational Administration. Cheryl Brown, Education Specialist Degree, Educational Administration. Keandra Smith Eggleston, Education Specialist Degree, Educational Administration. Amanda Lynn Pangrizio, Education Specialist Degree, Educational Administration. Denisha Danae Patrick, Education Specialist Degree, Educational Administration. Jessica A. Richardson, Education Specialist Degree, Educational Administration. John Stowski, Educational Specialist Degree, Educational Administration. Ellie Thomas, Education Specialist Degree, Educational Administration. John Bryant Versalino, Education Specialist Degree, Educational Administration. Matt Renth, Master of Arts, Psychology. Robert Corbin Barnett, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Zakay Hall, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Marissa Page Hasty, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Ashley Ann Jones, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Michael David Lutz, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Taylor Nolan, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Joanna Rose Schultz, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Darian Brooke Stapleton, Master of Science, Kinesiology. For Shayla. Krishela Brianna Taylor, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Cameron Simone Williams, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Yashika, Master of Science, Kinesiology. Emily Faith Aquaviva, Master of Science, Psychology. Carly Bingham, Master of Science, Psychology. Madeline Christina Dahl, Master of Science, Psychology. Taylor Ferguson, Master of Science, Psychology. Isabel Khalil, Master of Science, Psychology. Brianna Mainick, Master of Science, Psychology. Arabella Martichenko, Master of Science, Psychology. Emily Nicole McAteer, Master of Science, Psychology. Haley Rickoff, Master of Science, Psychology. Holly Rickoff, Master of Science, Psychology. Caitlin Van Pelt, Master of Science, Psychology. Lauren Olivia Ann Walton, Master of Science, Psychology. Taylor Brigham, Master of Science in Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Sandra Veronica Dawson, Master of Science in Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Elise Faust, Master of Science in Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Nathan Thomas Henricks, Master of Science in Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Emily Ann Jenner, Master of Science in Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Shakita McKinney, Master in Science in Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Lauren Nugent, Master of Science in Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Lomanda Louise Reese, Master of Science in Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Sarah M. Stinson, Master of Science in Education, Curriculum and Instruction. Toko Shimizu, Master of Science in Education, Diversity and Equity in Education. Maggie Ali Begzada, Master of Science in Education, Educational and Administration. Aaron Lee Koto, Master of Science in Education, Educational Administration. Samantha Drone, Master of Science in Education, Educational Administration. Jessica Dunham, Master of Science in Education, Educational Administration. Jessica Eddy, Master of Science in Education, Educational Administration. Candace Renee Perkins, Master of Science in Education, Educational Administration. Devin Paul Rohr, Master of Science in Education, Educational Administration. Dakota Tostado, Master of Science in Education, Educational Administration. Erica Rochelle Watts, Master of Science in Education, Educational Administration. Casey Leah Watkins, Master of Science in Education, Higher Education and Student Affairs. Dana Viman Reddy, Master of Science in Education, Kinesiology. Jeffrey John Kupferly, Master of Science, Civil Engineering. Salmana Khan Muhammad, Master of Science, Civil Engineering. Jordan Parks, Master of Science, Civil Engineering. Tejaswini Garapikati, Master of Science, Computer Science. Hari Krishna Patkamuri, Master of Science, Computer Science. Manazu Kumar Piktidi, Master of Science, Computer Science. Rohit Kumar Sura, Master of Science, Computer Science. Rohit Varala, Master of Science, Computer Science. Henry Jansen, Master of Science, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Naveen Kumar Vasamasetti, Master of Science, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Spandana Banala, Master of Science, Industrial Engineering. Rameshwar Gundam, Master of Science, Industrial Engineering. Krishna Saketh Punyamurthala, Master of Science, Industrial Engineering. Kevan Shariat, Master of Science, Industrial Engineering. Manikanta Rohit Kumar, Master of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Vamsi Krishna Atmudi, Master of Science, Mechanical Engineering. Vanessa Angel, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Douglas Lee Barnett, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Nathan Allen Peel, Master of Science, Pharmaceutical Sciences. Chase Horton, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Nail Matt, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Michael Patrick McMillan, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Nicholas James O'Sabin, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Akta Patel, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Letitia Ryan, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Aisha Darshikummar Thakkar, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Celia Washington, Master of Science, Healthcare Informatics. Karithi Latha Gautam, Master of Science, Integrative Studies. Atia Singleton, Education Specialist Degree, Educational Administration.
Yes, yes. Would all of our graduates, please rise if you are able to do so. In recognition of the degrees bestowed upon you, you may now move your tassels from right to left. On behalf of the faculty and staff, of the graduate school here at SIUE, I am honored to present to you and to you the graduating class of Fall 2024. Congratulations one more time. Graduates, you may now be seated. I now want to invite Connie Collins, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement, to the podium for a short message on behalf of the SIUE Alumni Association.
Congratulations, class of 2024. On behalf of more than 120,000 SIUE graduates, it's now time to welcome you to the SIUE Alumni Association. Your hard work and dedication have paid off, and you should be immensely proud of what you've accomplished. As you embark on this new chapter in your lives, we want you to approach your future with optimism. Remember that you are not alone on this journey. The SIUE Alumni Network is strong and a supportive community. They're ready to assist you in growing and achieving your goals. We encourage you to stay connected to SIUE. By remaining engaged, you'll have the opportunity to forge valuable connections both personally and professionally. Get involved with alumni events, reunions, and networking activities to expand your horizons and expand your community. Once again, congratulations to each and every one of you. May you go on to make a distinct and positive impact in society as proud Cougars for life.
Honored guests, at this time, let's give our graduates one final round of applause. We will conclude commencement by singing the first verse of the SIUE alma mater, played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Anna Gallagher. The lyrics are printed on the back of your program. Following the alma mater, please be seated until the platform party faculty and graduates have left the seating area. Graduates will meet their guests outside of the East Lobby. Best wishes to all of our graduates, and thank you to all of our guests for joining us for this momentous occasion. We hope you will return home and visit us often. Now please rise if you're able to do so for the alma mater.
Above the Mississippi plain, your splendor meets the sky. You give to all Thank you.